MAGA Man is brought to you by.
It appears you hold all the cards, Mr. Trump. My fate is in your hands.
Has anyone ever told you you look like a donkey?
Yes. Many times.
Even facing certain death, you're defiant, like a petulant child. Well, it won't help you now, Maduro. Your time is up. F8.
You sunk my oil tanker.
Hasta el final, asshole.
Coño, carajo.
Oil Tanker, the new game from Bilton Madley, proud sponsor of MAGA Man.
El papá de los pelucones.
Democrats used to believe that border security and immigration enforcement were just common sense ideas. Don't believe it? Take their word for it.
Americans are right to demand better border security and better enforcement of the immigration laws. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked.
We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders. It has become an extraordinary problem.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. And we must do more to stop it.
Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
Any city should listen to the Department of Homeland Security. The city made a mistake not to deport someone that the federal government strongly felt should be deported. Just because your child gets across the border, that doesn't mean the child gets to stay.
We do not think the comprehensive health care benefits should be extended to those who are undocumented workers and illegal aliens. We do not want to do anything to encourage more illegal immigration.
People say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants from coming here? And the number one answer we give is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud.
Illegal immigration is wrong, plain and simple.
Open borders. You're doing away with the concept of a nation state.
Our nation, like all nations, has the right and obligation to control its borders, and no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons, the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable.
For decades, these weren't controversial or radical ideas. The only thing that changed is them.
Hey yo, meticulous like a watchmaker, precision, I'm public enemy without the clock. Yo, listen, champagne flavor apricot, full flavored, full leaf furs, ocelot, I'm at the spot, about to make a lot. On a calm morning, got me brainstorming, new ways to breach loopholes, new goals, to turn coal into diamonds, you motherfucking turncoats, cotton picking good for nothing wanted, you low down Benedicts, how you kill a good nigga working in the neighborhood, trying to build shit, that ain't real shit, I know it's hard to get on one accord, but why take a king off the board, it's not checkmate, when the gang detonate, but let me deviate, I'm thinking more of pouring white grapes than the flu, how escaping a coupe, the heist. Open shop down in Alger Heights. Nothing less than success will suffice. Right, tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. It's real, pearls before swine. Girls with strong minds, the world is all mine. It's like hurry up and wait, it's a long line. You got the right idea, but at the wrong time. Timepieces, I find peace, my mind reaches new levels, new devils to leave speechless. Speak truth to power, minutes turn to hours, yours become ours. Now it's new moves, rules of engagement. I leave out with the money, with who I came with. No more the same shit, but I'm still player. Get your main hit, like your first single. Layers, fly ladies understand lingo. On the hotel rooftop, we met mingle. Tequila shots, the whole menu was bilingual. Sing along, you know the words, it's not a jingle. A man with a plan with a purpose. Standing ovation, we out, close the curtains. Yeah. Tell me how it feel, tell me how it feel. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Know the deal. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Know the deal.
Position in the kitchen, I'm working. Whip it, bag of half and 50s, hit the strip and I serve it. If it's the issue, trust, I'm coming to get with you in person. With the extender, throwing at you till I flip it suburban. All my businesses flourish. I'm on my way to my yacht. I put a 6 on the dock like Julius Erving. Damn, I know my nigga's sisters is hurting. He caught new case, but got his sentences concurrent. That ain't get him discouraged. Got another homie in prison for murder. He will let his gun clap and fire at anyone that would try. Watching this baby mother's cry, I got numb, I can't lie. His mama ain't shed a tear, she know that come with this line. Thought about it, his kids was young when son got the time. Won't see his daughter graduate, can't teach his son how to drive. Now you see where I get this ambition from and this drive, the machine. I'm iller than anyone that's alive. Look, bought the Benz truck and the Maybach with no license, straight from dealership, not from the auction with the low prices. A long way from selling white and running from the pole laces. You niggas know who flow nicest. Raise the bar like coke prices. Fronted the homie, caught a joint, he stopped answering. Been my nigga since grammar school, I don't know how to handle it.
Olive green battle went breaker to wet my taste buds. Y'all hate niggas praying for table crumbs. Damn, y'all looking bad, y'all might be mistaken for bombs. My first thought was to put some spare change in your cup. Here's a blanket, least you'll be covered.
Yo, let me get a sound check. What's up, y'all?
1 2 1 2.
What up? All right, bet. Everybody sound good, man. What's up with y'all, man? What's up, Bo?
Man, just chilling, man. Been relaxing, trying to come up with new ideas and whatnot. I had to take a break from the channel. I had a little snafu on my studios. Don't want to get too much into it, but I don't want to take no risks for the next couple of days. So I've been streaming, uploading no videos, trying to find other avenues to make it content on this platform because I still got to get my money. But other than that, just been watching these people on YouTube, specifically Black YouTube, see what they talking about. They ain't really talk about much except about the Democrats need to do this. Y'all need to stop being passport bros that, or it ain't tricking if you got it. All type of content out here, but it's the same old thing. Nothing changed, and it ain't gonna change. How about y'all?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, what up with you, Nunes?
I've been working a lot lately, sitting back and just watching the show, watching all this stuff unfold. Some of it funny, some of it crazy, especially some of this political stuff that's going on nowadays. A lot of people crying all over the internet about what's going on with the gerrymandering and so forth. But I'm pretty sure we'll get into some of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the gerrymandering working out just the way it's supposed to. I'm glad all these Democrats. Glad all these goddamn Democrats is losing seats. It's about time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Fish Fry got to go. He the last domino to fall.
Yeah, you know what? That's the one thing I was surprised that and I guess that is targeted, that that Clyburn got caught in the crossfire. I knew they was gonna lose seats a lot of other places, but if Clyburn take a L, like yeah, that's he's like king of the old Negroes. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a feather in our cap. I'll take that. Get this old king of the old Negroes out of here, man. He like he's Steven on Django. He one of them. He's that boy. Talk like even everything.
Yeah, he definitely got to go. I'm sick of that dude.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like this whole, I mean, it happened sooner than I expected, but like it really is a new day. The board just switched up and changed. Everybody trying to hold on to their little piece, but that's how we was always saying back during the heyday, man. Like, shit, burn it all down. If we can't have a piece, then can't nobody.
It's like we're at the point we got to. These people ain't budging off of anything we've asked them to do. You know, the black male political agenda been out for a couple of years. They refuse to look at it. I even I was going through my phone the other day, like trying to take some stuff off, and I found that old Stacey Abrams thing where they tried to offer us up all the stuff that that's available to everybody and try to put it on a silver platter. Like, hey man, this is the best thing we got going for y'all, and it failed. So I just wanted to remind brothers that this is what they tried on us the first time. These are the same old people that's been here for 30 plus years. And that's when I sent you the email on how long these people been in office and how their districts are doing. Oh yeah, they're ranked by how poor those districts are. They got to go. And I think Clyburn is somewhere towards the middle of the pack. He don't have the poorest district, but it's pretty bad. You got to go, man. Fish Fry ain't gonna fix this.
No, Fish Fry definitely ain't gonna fix this. I'm looking to see how this should all play out. But here, let me share my screen real quick. Let's pull up the Twitter feed, and then we're gonna check some email. Let's just roll through a couple of these joints. Man, Twitter is the gift that keeps on giving. Oh wait, I wanted to do this joint. This is what is it? It's Akeisha. She's voting for Karen Bass, and this is the reason. Yeah,
like that you can share?
Nah.
This is why prediction markets like Kalshi.
Who do you want to win as mayor of LA?
Karen Bass.
And why Karen Bass?
Black pride.
Okay, anything else?
No.
Just that, or some policies or something like that you can share?
Nah.
This is why prediction markets like Kalshi.
She looks related.
Karen Bass's odds of winning re-election at 62%, while Spencer Pratt's chances of winning LA mayor are only 27. There are a lot of people out there who feel confident enough that there are enough voters just like that who are going to show up to the polls and vote for Karen Bass because of no obviously good reason whatsoever. I'm hopeful that there are enough voters out there who will realize just how terrible things have been under Karen Bass that they will actually choose Spencer Pratt instead and turn these odds on their head. But the fact of the matter is, there are far too many voters who are just like that. Oh, why are you going to vote for Karen Bass? Black pride. That's one of the dumbest reasons to vote for anyone. It's based on the color of their skin, something they had no choice in whatsoever. But people like this actually exist. And the shameful thing is, I know there are tons of good people in Los Angeles who deserve better than what they've gotten under Karen Bass, and who hopefully will show up in very large numbers to vote for Spencer Pratt, because what they've had to suffer through is honestly unconscionable. Anyone out there with a functioning brain would agree that that is the case. So stop letting people like this dictate your future.
And when he says people like this, and he's talking about the Kalshi markets, and she's up 65%, that's Keisha vote. This chick literally burnt down LA. And you got Keisha like, well, Black Pride, well, vote her in again. You know what I mean? Can't hold her responsible for one fire. What do you say, though?
Well,
Yo, what up? Yo, what up, Kwame? I see you, man. We're going to check the mail, and we actually going to go over one of the emails you sent me. Go ahead, Nunu.
Well, if they want a good campaign or ad would be if they showed those wildfires again and they go out to one of the fire hydrants to open it and nothing comes out, showing that they ain't never fixed the problem. I guarantee you, if I go open the fire hydrant right now, nothing's going to come out. I don't think they address that problem. They want you to quietly forget about it. And we're going to see it this fall wildfire season.
Mm-hmm.
Let it happen again. And y'all voted for this? It's going to be wild. That's what I would do, man. If I was one of these campaign managers or whatever, I would go open a fire hydrant and see if there's water in it and post it everywhere.
Oh, you said what you call it? They need to do a campaign, John. You know, what you call it? United Spot and Spencer Pratt. They be using the AI to make all these Karen Bass ads. This is this job for you, because me and Obi be liking these United Spot shows. So here's the Karen Bass.
Not tonight, Karen. Well, before I tell you all about my accomplishments, I want to thank Congressman Maxine. Tonight, Los Angeles is on fire, literally and politically. Homeless camps, sky-high rents, businesses bolting, wildfires, crimes exploding, and the people, they're done. Welcome, Karen Bass and Spencer Pratt. Oh, thank you for having me tonight. I appreciate it. And I know Los Angeles appreciates it too. Hi, everybody. It's me, your favorite mayor. Oh, jeez. Save the scripted robot bullshit. Did you think this was going to be another cushy interview where everyone kisses your ass? Not tonight, Karen. Well, before I tell you all about my accomplishments, I want to thank Congressman Maxine Waters for her powerful endorsement. That's like getting a 5-star review from a steaming pile of human shit on the sidewalk. But Jane Fonda endorsed me too. Jane Fonda? What's next? A thumbs up from Charlie Manson or a high five from Jeffrey Dahmer? Los Angeles loves me, and I'm proud of my legacy. Those 10 cities everywhere, those needles sparkling on every corner, the poop decorating the streets like modern art. I worked hard to build that. I did that myself. You're welcome, Los Angeles. Your legacy? Dude, while you were in Ghana chasing photo ops, my family's home burned to the ground. The fire hydrants had zero pressure because you slashed the fire department budget right before fire season. You destroyed Los Angeles. That's your legacy. Oh, the fires were unprecedented, but I take full pride in how I handled everything. Just like the homelessness. I poured billions of dollars in and made homelessness flourish. That's real leadership. Flourish? Oh, dude. You drained reservoirs that could have saved neighborhoods. Your team doctored the after-action report to hide the screw-ups. Everybody saw disaster coming except the woman in charge. And my family's memories are ash because of you. I've always been committed to serving the people. I created this chaos. I created this filth. And I'm making Los Angeles Cuba again. Not only that, you got caught on camera breaking election laws at a ballot box. Rules only apply for peasants, right? People need to express themselves, Spencer. The addicts, the tanks, the trash. It's my beautiful legacy. I built this city into what it is today. $4,000 a month in rent just to swerve potholes, dodge needles, and hope your car still has windows when you get back. This place looks like a Grand Theft Auto map after the apocalypse. You gutted firefighter overtime and then played shocked when it all burned. These problems existed before me. I just turned them up to 11. And I'm proud of my accomplishments. Classic politician dodge. It's not my fault. Karen, at what point do you stop blaming ghosts and own your own garbage? Blaming my predecessor did the easy way out. The poop obstacle course every morning for taxpayers? That was my master plan. Taxpayers are human too, Karen. You cry fake tears for addicts shooting up and turning streets into Mad Max war zones, but zero love for families scared to walk at night or businesses boarding up windows every week. Addicts have feelings too, Spencer, and I'll give them all the new teeth they want. That's compassion, baby. This is my gift to LA. Stop gaslighting the people. You inherited problems and supercharged them with incompetence. Angelinos are furious because they wanted clean streets and no shit or needles. They wanted safe nights and real results, not your failed circus. The people are speaking out loud now because this dumpster fire ends today. LA deserves way better than you.
Yo, yeah, you called it right on the spot. These are the ads and the parodies the Pratt campaign been running, plus what you call all the internet AI guys. Yo, what say you, Mr.
Well, we have a so-called woman problem in politics. Always have. It has been a very, very bad concept ever since the 19th Amendment has been implemented for women of all races, mainly white women in the 1919, 1920s, and black women finally like in the 1960s. But who holding the score, who looking at schematics? Every time a woman voted, she has always voted against the best interest, not only for herself, not for only for a man, but also for our own country and society at large. These women primarily vote for women, color, and if they're going to vote for a man, it's dependent how handsome he is to them. Going back to the presidency of Warren G. Harding, even more so with the selection of John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, and of course, Barack Obama. That's how they vote. They do not care. As long as it's a woman first, color second, or whoever make they pussy team third, that's who gets their vote.
Yeah, that's all yours, Nunes.
I just want to say, I know this is a parody, but as I'm looking at the background of this video, those are real people. I've seen this in other broadcasts where they do the green screen thing, and they're actually showing real people. And I noticed there's a lot of black folks in the background. If you vote for this again while you're on TV setting fires to keep warm, to cook your food on the side of the road, you's a damn fool. And this is what people like Roland Martin and everybody want us to vote for. All you see is minorities just out on the street all over the place. I saw the same thing in Seattle. They don't want the rest of the world to know that the western half of the United States looks crazy right now. It looks like a third world country in a lot of these liberal cities. Tent cities everywhere. You stop at a light under a bridge, it smells awful. People running up to your car with a squeegee trying to get a couple dollars. This how you want to live? And y'all keep voting for it. They raising your taxes. You're losing everything voting blue. I refuse. This is insane. And you want to put this airhead back in office who couldn't even keep water in your fire hydrants? There's certain I get it. They don't know how to put batteries in a smoke detector.
Men on child support.
At least put daggone.
This is a fact.
At least put water in the damn fire hydrants. At least, damn. The mismanagement is insane. There should be no Keisha in office nowhere. No females in office anywhere. Nothing. They run their daggone cities like their households. Just chaotic as hell.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, it is a parody, but whatchamacallit, with her touting her accomplishments. And that's what I was saying. Her being like, no, but we always have these problems. I just turned it up to 11. I made it worse. Bro, and we covered the judge getting banged out in the federal courthouse last night. Like, bro, it's like Keisha going wild. Music Man said, yo, what up, Playboy? Philly in the building, Southwest.
He said, damn, I thought she was in Haiti.
Yeah, he thought she was in Haiti. That's LA, bro. That's crazy, right? Speaking of which, about Keisha running everything into the ground. This is T. Kirkland. He gonna This is actually one of the points on the black male political agenda, the Dr. T. Hassan Johnson joint.
Yeah, you gotta have money.
You gotta have money.
You gotta have money. Yeah, you gotta have money.
You gotta have money.
You gotta have money.
You gotta have money.
And you gotta understand what state you're in. See, you could Google this. Each state gets $40 to $60 million a year to make sure they put men on child support. This is a fact. They are the system is programmed to make that woman get on welfare or to get Medicaid. This is a fact. In whatever state you're in, Google how much money does your state get for child support for them to proceed with that those procedures. It's insane. And it's so many people that falls in. When I drive and I'm all different around the country and I see homeless people, see, because most people were not born out of love. They was born one night stand. Yeah, I said it was good that night. I want to see them more. And if your money ain't right, that child chances of really making it is slim. And it goes to show you've been to court. That line is around the corner like buying a Drake album. People be thinking I'm saying go to child support court on a Monday and watch what you see.
Yeah.
Women lined up with their paperwork like they about to do their thing. Proud. They about to take a man down, not knowing that the system has put you in that position for them to win, not you. Oh, it's cold game.
There you go. That's you, Mr. But that's spot on.
Well, it has been ever since the late, the mid 60s, but really took the effect like in the early 70s. This have became the new society's whole agenda, their whole game plan. This is why they sent all your manufacturing jobs and warehouse jobs overseas in the late 70s, early 80s. Sent all your still working, all the everything in industry that the black man can use and get into with just a high school diploma or not, and can thrive and still survive. They took it away from you, so you couldn't get a job, couldn't hold down a job, and therefore your woman looked at you, or they thought that you weren't ish, and they took the so-called crumbs, public housing, and it became the so-called new lifestyle that these same chicks now, when you look in hindsight, they talking about mama had to do on her own. She can only do so much, but they negate the fact that they did everything in their power to disenfranchise the black man all the way until now. I mean, they still taking the crumbs, they're still taking the public assistance, but it's really on them because they doing it out of spite. They see brothers out here that's living in middle class by the 50s and 60%. They see the black man making upwards of 100, north of 100 grand and everything in between. All we really separate us from the white man is only 5 grand anyway. So they can't use that argument anymore. So they want to go ahead and take the welfare crumbs out of taxpayers' pockets, despite the black man to talk about you still ain't ish. And everybody get paid for it. That's why they need black men to be not working to commit so-called crimes so they can lock them up, keep them in jail, keep them on the system, both in parole and probation, which is both the system right there in itself. So everybody get paid, the judge, the lawyers, the halfway house, the so-called chick that you want to end up staying with and probably make her another baby mama, and continue the process. I mean, we seen this coming back in the 90s and still playing out today. And I'll pass the mic.
Right, that's all you all you in the news.
Oh man. I got firsthand experience with what he's talking about. Yeah, you definitely gotta have money. They have no problem ripping your back pockets off to make you pay it. And what he was talking about, when you go down to the courthouse and you'll see all the dudes on one side looking all distraught, and you get all the chicks on one side, they looking happy than the mug, because they know they about to get their payday. It's a sad and sobering feeling when you're in there and they treating you like you done murk somebody, you know, the way they talk to you, like you're the worst person in the world. But they got to come get their comeuppance. They got to get that money for their retirement plans. The state got to get their money. And they don't care what you got to go through to do it. And then when you're going through it, the more you work, the more you get penalized. You trying to make a couple extra dollars to to get by. Oh, we're gonna come get that too. But what I don't see in there whenever I went, you didn't see a whole lot of Becky's in there. It was all Keisha and Marrakesh in there. The Spanish chicks in there putting brothers on the system, and that's all I saw. And those are of course the ones that are Keishanized that was doing it. But yeah, every dude I seen walk in there walked out of there looking crazy. I'll pass the mic there.
Nah, 100%. That's one of the key points on Dr. Tiasan Johnson's Black Male Political Agendas, and it's written out well and in depth. And I don't know if this is rumored. I just heard this recently that State Department rolling back and trying to well, I mean, I know it was in play before, but I guess apparently they weren't enforcing it. But stopping passport travel if you're not paid up to date.
That's been on the books. That's like,
but I guess they weren't enforcing it because I just heard it recycled in the news cycle recently. And then you had some Keishas on TikTok being like, you're going to stop all that traveling now. You pay that child support. But I keep saying more than 50% of black men are single without children. So, it's not going to affect who they think it's going to affect.
Yeah, see, that's them just now learning about it. Like, whenever I had my divorce or whatnot, the first thing they did 2 weeks after they gave me my order, they sent me a bunch of letters saying we're going. When they handed me my arrears, it was like 14 grand. They were like, "Hey, since you owe this amount of money," the chick lied, man. Anything goes. When you hear brothers talk about how they can go on the court and lie, I didn't believe it until it happened to me. Like, he ain't paid this amount for a year, and they charged me for a whole year. They couldn't go back no more than 2 years, so they gave me 14.5 off the bat. So what that does, it triggers all these automated letters like, we're gonna suspend your professional licenses, your passport travel is gonna be blocked, your driver's license is gonna get suspended unless you come up with this money. So I had to call down there like, "Hey, wait a minute, I just got handed this, right?" I was like, I can't come up with 14.5 in 2 weeks. Like, nah, don't worry about it. It's an automatic thing. But if you owe more than $500, we can block you getting a passport. So that part is true.
Damn, 500?
Yeah, if you over $500, you can't get.
Oh, I thought it was 2,500. 500.
Nah, it also depends on what state too. Some states they'll go ahead and trigger it, but it's like $500 on the U. It's like a U.S. law. It's everywhere. So like even if you jump up and switch states and try to run from it, you can't do nothing. They will find you.
Yeah, it's federal. Like I said, I know it's been on the books for years. I guess they weren't enforcing it so strictly, but yeah, I heard I think they were covering it. It was a recent release from the State Department.
But I thought we lived in a constitutional republic where we all have a debtor's prison in the beginning, and it ain't this like unconstitutional.
The child support thing, or the child support. I mean, it's a loophole in law. Like the child support ain't even really so much about the child support, the woman or the child. It's about the government getting a goddamn cut. It's another tax. You know what I'm saying? And then some of the initial child support laws were in place for good reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because we from the era where dad went out to get a pack of cigarettes and never came back type shit. That's what that shit was for. Because dudes was doing that and like literally starting a whole new family.
Oh man,
like,
good old days, man.
Like
Shit.
like a mile away. So it was just being on some shit like you can't put that type of strain on the churches and the community and stuff like that. Like you can go start your other family, but you want to
Right.
kid. So, but like you know what I'm saying? Like you know how it is, local government and shit like that. After a while, decades of like them getting a cut, it just turned into like extortion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly what it is.
And especially since the times have changed, and like a lot of that, those things aren't really. Yeah, I mean, even back then, like a lot of times, women couldn't work. I mean, they could work, but you know what I'm saying? Like jobs available for them to actually support their. They ain't want, and it was mainly for white women too. They ain't want a whole bunch of. They ain't want a bunch of homeless white women out on the streets with their kids and shit.
But I got pictures and seen pictures with them same Becky's literally trying to sell their damn kids. All black and white from the 1920s, 30s, and 40s.
But that's what I'm talking about, bro. That was really a thing. That's where that Lead a Kid at the Fire. Bro, remember the Bugs Bunny cartoons we used to watch?
Yeah.
It used to be the baby get left on the step of the basket. That's where that shit comes from.
Yeah, but I mean, what the job I wanted, but I mean, the benefits was good, aka the pussy. It just happened to come out with a so-called lovable liability I really didn't want. Well, why can't you just say F you? You can't fire me, I quit, and let me go to a different company, aka another chick. Why I can't have that right?
But like I said, this is when's child support? That's post-depression, right? Child support's supposed to.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, man. They trying to hold the fucking country together. World War I, World War II. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them dudes wasn't coming back. So really, Brad is the face of the.
Brad is really the face of the dad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that child support shit was for Brad. And honestly and truly, we know what is it, Manla or like No Ma'am and all that shit. From
Al Bundy.
Al Bundy, and the reason I do Lycus Radio over here because Tom Lycus is from the fucking 90s, so the men's rights movement and shit, like white boys started all that shit because they was getting fucking destroyed in the torts with the child support and all that shit.
Actually, he from the late 70s, early 80s. That's some radio programs with him still talking like that, like in 82, 83.
Who, Lycus? Yeah, Lycus has been around for a long time. But what I'm saying is, like, the black guys, we got on that shit late. The white boys been on that shit since like the 80s.
Yep.
They was the
MRAs. Now we here.
Yeah. That was all the comedians, Rodney Dangerfield and all them, Sam Kinison, making all the alimony jokes and shit like that. Like, the white boys been getting raped.
Andrew Dice Clay. Who else? Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks, he had one that even had Melissa Ford looking dumbfounded to this day. And, she on Instagram on Instagram right now trying to redefine the term and the word simp to fit her agenda and saying like you should be proud and want to be a simp.
Oh yeah, all of them, Superhead, all of them. Like, bro, that's what I be talking about. Like, men just talking in general. Like, it's a full court press with this social engineering now, like, telling people down is up and up is down. Like, they gotta get all men, not just black men in particular, but all men to get back with the program before this thing start falling apart. You know what I'm saying? And bro, the bottom line is like whether people like it or not, like, bro, musical chairs, like the boomers is already old. The Xers is in their 50s. Bro, we gonna have a whole bunch of chicks in their 60s and shit. The music is stopped and ain't no chair, man. Like, ain't nobody. And the men have become so hard. Like, bro, they gonna be walking over on the shit. And the government is like, we not taking care of them because they got they legalizing all the shit and the OnlyFans and all that because they already going after the young joints. Like, we ain't gonna take care of these old chicks that's about to be old, and y'all young joints, y'all better sell some box because we ain't paying for you either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Peep the game.
Yeah,
I
love it
because it's this. Like, no, they looking at the numbers. Like, these dudes is not gonna marry these broads, and we not paying for them. So we gonna legalize some of this box. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all better get out there and work. We ain't paying for shit.
Yep.
They rolling it like, and bro, and DEI is going, never coming back, bro.
But that's gonna be the problem, though, Machismo. This is gonna be the problem. No news. You gonna give like Sin or like what's the name for the seller, but you still criminalizing the buyer, aka the trick, the John, the supposedly extra lover. I mean,
what we gonna do about that? I mean, are we gonna?
They ain't gonna do nothing. Like listen, most of the trick, bro. All they did the OnlyFans statistics coming out. Like it ain't young boys. Like all these chicks making up. It's once again, it's the old Negro industrial complex, and that's Caucasian old niggas and and white old niggas and black old niggas. But like they like that. That's boomer and late Gen X money. These young boys ain't paying. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh.
Ain't nobody paying for that. Like it's free on the internet. Why are we paying you to watch
That's
it?
what I'm saying. That's like these. Like I said, but a lot of these old niggas going to kick the bucket in bulk, bro. Like that's going to shift the whole market. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like a lot of that simp market going to dry up, and a lot of these ex dudes, a lot of them don't even like chicks. Let's just keep it a buck. And then like the other ones, you know what I'm saying? Like they on some take it or leave it type shit. It's they a new breed. You know what I'm saying? All of this fuckery is really being held up by the old nigga industrial complex, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to tell you, they gonna kick the bucket in bulk. You know what I'm saying? 65 and up. They gonna kick the bucket in bulk, and the whole market gonna shift. You feel me?
It's going to shift, and that's why you got to watch out for that child support hustle, man.
You see the woman that Tito was displaying early today on history. That woman was 63, 66. He said walking around like an Atlantic City hooker, like a Philadelphia, Northwest Philadelphia streetwalker, like a West Side, South Side. You know, say especially on my side of town, prostitute. Don't get me talking about like looking like one of the traps walking on Figueroa in L.A.
Damn.
No, it's the new norm. Yeah, bro. Like spot on the Vivica Fox show, bro. If Lisa Ray, Vivica Fox, Halle Berry, Melissa Ford, Ebony K. Williams, I'm talking about chicks with money, access, baddies. If Megan Thee Stallion, Keisha Cole, if they done it again, what's in the future for these basic bitches? Like
Nicole Murphy.
Nicole Murphy. I mean, what's she like 60 something? She's still bad. I ain't even gonna hold you. She like she's still. I'm sure she done had some work, but that girl got some good genetics on her, and she been a workout demon for like 30 years, but she's still bad with her old ass.
And can't keep up, man.
But old box is still old box.
You see what Halle Berry, they said that look, this kind of shot in my dream, and that's the reason why I could never ever put a chick on the pedestal, for the simple fact it's bad that you consider the most beautiful woman to touch the earth to ever have a film. Like we have film, we have motion pictures, we have all these things. So it's captured, it's now in the time capsule and time stamp in history. You was considered one of the most beautiful, attractive women on the planet, no matter the color. And for not one, not two, but multiple dudes said the box and your feet stank. The two main parts every man really desires. And they say them things is smelling like rotten eggs on a bad day in Arizona, 100-degree weather. Nah.
Somebody ain't really said her feet stink.
Bro, they said the feet, not just the box.
How you pretty with funky feet? You can be pretty with funky box because you getting too much D. Make your box stink. They've been saying that shit since high school. The pussy stink because you been fucking too many niggas, but you pretty with stinky feet? That's crazy.
The feet.
A chick with stinky feet in general is just crazy, but Halle Berry, that's wild.
What's the first thing that get into the tub?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And on top of that, like your shit got to be winging for a nigga to smell your feet. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying?
What's the first thing that's get in the tub, get in the shower? What's the first thing to get in there?
Bro, I'm gonna even tell you like this, like I like athletic girls. So like I was dating a lot of chicks who like ran track and was gymnasts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They be working out. You be back in the dorm room. You be like, don't jump in the shower yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just cool. Damn it. You don't gotta take a shower. You know what I'm saying? Don't jump in the shower. I'm just saying. Like, depending on like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what her diet like? It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping a buck. So what I'm saying is, so like, you really, you know what I'm saying? So if niggas can get busy like that, like, you really gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, for your feet to be stinking, that's crazy. Halle Berry. He said I sound like Black Ram. Nah, I ain't as bad as Ram. Ram be extra with it. You know what I'm saying? I just like a little au natural. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I'm part of that gang.
You know, with them pheromones in you. You know what I'm saying? To give you just a little extra oomph. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised, like, oh, where I get all this extra
seasoning, huh?
Yeah, where I get all this extra pencil in my extra lead in my pencil. You know what I'm saying? The pheromones. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for every chick. You know what I'm saying? Some chick like, bitch, hop your ass in the shower. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of pineapples and watermelons.
No, some girls just got good, like, you know, pH and like, you know, they sweat good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
No, chicks done it to me. I was boxing and shit, and then I'll be butching, and they be like, don't get in the shower. Don't get in the shower. Like, really? Like, I smell awful. Like, no, it's just all right.
Batismo, is this Rotundo Martin Bay, aka Roland Martin in Inte?
Nah, not Tarte. Tarte is no good. Tarte is no good. I'm talking about au natural musk. Well, no, Tarte is no good. Tarte is no good. Not Tarte. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she done went for a good run. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The pores is open. You know what I'm saying? Especially they hot and pretty and shit. God damn it.
Oh man.
What's the Joe with the meme Joe when he got the glasses on? He was like you don't like that thing? You don't like a little steak on that thing, nephew? that shit. Yeah. But I ain't with the Black Ram steak gang. They be overboard.
Bro.
They be overboard with that shit, bro.
Look. That's why I said every chick that I mess with, they gonna have to add to their diet if it's not already there. They gonna have to eat pineapples and watermelons. It's a requirement on a daily basis, and you know what I'm saying, she'll thank me later.
Well, caveat too, man. That shit really only worked for like young bitches. Notice I said I was.
That's how I mess with.
Like the older the chick get, like they just be getting that mothball smell, bro. Even if they bad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they hormones change. Like, you, old bitch got to hop in the shower, bro.
You know what? I got a theory. You know, we got a lot of fake women talking about they ain't never been cracked, or they only cracked only so many dudes in their life, you know, and they still end up with that smell. So you mean to tell me that not only that you probably can't really fuck, you smell like that, and you are asking for how the man? Damn, what type of world we really living in?
Rush Turner the builder. I didn't know you was cloud watching. Yo, did I hit you on Facebook, man? I did. Yo, man, yeah, man, I passed my exam, man. I'm official, man. I'm official tissue. You feel me? I'm official tissue. Yeah, and you need to you need to get in the group too. Just, I mean, you can do it at your leisure. Just to network with all the black men in there, like really doing big things, man. We got some heavy hitters in there. AI platform engineers like that. The field turning out monsters, bro. Rich said, bro, say he want just a morsel of butt smell on it. Yeah, just a but listen, man. The chick got a good diet. She young and pretty and everything. She athletic. Them chicks that run track and field. They just, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get a little extra lead in your pencil. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes.
I don't know what it's the pheromones. I don't know what it is, but you be like, whoa, okay. Oh man, hold on. Let's get what it is, guys.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. Man, fuck all you hoes.
What more do you want from me?
Shit, yeah. Track and field, volleyball players, the gymnasts, yeah, they all got them flat bellies, them nice big quads and everything. Man, bodies be tight. All right, so we got let's let Tim Black roast this goofy Roland Martin. I'm glad Roland Martin getting all the smoke these days.
Me too. Rotundo Martin Bay.
I was
Roland
watching,
Martin, you're not relevant, sir.
Go ahead.
That's the people that aren't Democrats. Look, a lot of people that are not Democrats are not voting Democrat. And there are people that are Democrats who don't vote because they're like, they were raised a Democrat, but they're not Democrats. And they kind of wake up at some point, you get like 25. You're like, hey, I never signed up for this shit. I never took the oath. I didn't get baptized. Just fellowship me. So that's really what's happening, man. The Democratic Party has been skating along a lot, for a long period of time, and it's just over. At some point, the game's up. Roland Martin, you're not relevant, sir. That's the people that aren't Democrats. Look, a lot of people that are not Democrats are not voting Democrat. And there are people that are Democrats who don't vote because they're like, they were raised a Democrat, but they're not Democrats. And they kind of wake up at some point, you get like 25. You're like, hey, I never signed up for this shit. I never took the oath. I didn't get baptized. Just fellowship me. So that's really what's happening, man. The Democratic Party has been skating along a lot, for a long period of time, and it's
it's crazy how this is I would say a relatively mainstream talking point. Not so much with the mainstream media, although it is the ones that are anti, like MSNBC, but I mean more so among Black content creators, influencers, the man on the street. Me and Obi trying to find like the regular boys, like regular hood boys, talking about politics and like what you would call it, like getting their opinions, because there's a lot of that on social media, and they be spot on with this Tim Black shit. Like, you know what I mean? You don't got to be a rocket scientist to figure this out, but this is the most I've ever seen this type of open discussion, analysis, and on the Democratic Party and their paid shills. Or say you, No News?
I'll say I've seen the same thing as I scroll through TikTok. It seems like every other video I land on is somebody Black, talking about what have the Democrats done for you. We can go as far back to the leading up to the election. There was a young boy in the classroom. I don't know if I posted it here, but it was pretty much 1v20. Going at everybody.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
you remember that. Yeah, and his homeboy was recording. He was holding his own against the teacher, the chicks in the class. Everybody. So it's only multiplied since then, and that was 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. Yeah, when he was saying why he would vote for Trump, and the whole class attacked him, and he wouldn't back down. I remember that. The whole class and the teacher. It was a bunch of Keishas. I mean, he was just like, nah.
And if you notice, you remember that video, a couple of them was crying. They was crying because they couldn't get past his talking points.
Couldn't get past
him lined up.
Yeah, they start getting the psycho derangement when the logic kicks in and they can't refute the logic. Then it's just like, well, just do it because I said so.
And then the craziest thing about that video was that you had young girls talking about getting ABs. That was their only talking point. I was like, wow, they really indoctrinated these kids like that.
Yeah, and then let's just pause on that. Like, shout out to AC, because we talking signal for noise, and like there's a reason that we clipped AC from season 1 all the way through season 9. because I recognized immediately, like, okay, like he's like the balance in the force, like that solid hard line, and it's once again it's an 80-20 distribution type argument, like. Everyone introduced to the hard line is not going to jump, is not going to go 100% to the hard line. But if they get within 15 feet of it, that's good enough. You see what I'm saying to you? It's a conversion metric. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
It's a conversion metric. And I say that to say this. AC like leave the Keishas alone because you just meant the thing about the younger of arguing about like the most important thing is we need these ABs, and let me frame it this way. Despite all the crazy stuff, we know the effery that be going on in the black community, even when we was they was married in a family, but fundamentally, we were pretty much a religious people all across the board. And I'll say, because I grew up in the church, and I'll say this. There's two gods, Moloch and Baal. Moloch and Baal, Old Testament. And then the child sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? You had to sacrifice the children. And what I'm saying is, like, there's a whole bunch of arguments. I won't get into this, but I will say this. There's an argument that could be made about a group of these women fundamentally being cursed from a biblical standpoint because of the sheer, listen, 20 million is a large number. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Can an argument be made that a direct on the altar sacrifice, the Moloch and Baal, or the sacrifice inside the womb, is there really a difference?
No, not at all.
And 20 million is a large number. And remember Glorilla and everything, like they're making songs about it. Those songs work their way up into, you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So there's an argument.
Like
there's an argument that this group of women collectively gonna reap the whirlwind. And with the AC shit is when he be like, leave that Keisha alone, like you gonna get what you standing next to it, you gonna get what's coming too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit I just think be out of your hands. 20 million is a big number, and that's different than war. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like now, mind you, there can be unjust wars, but even with war, you got two groups of people or nations going at each other for survival or resources or whatever, but it's mutual combat. It may be uneven mutual combat, but at least there's a chance. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. And remember, I said this on one of the random streams, is like they've deleted more than anybody who's been lost in wars combined.
Bro,
you count World War I, II, all of it. You got a couple 100,000 casualties in Iraq.
They only charging a mustache man up with $6 million.
Yep.
Even King Leopold got he got like about 8 or 10 million himself. But
yeah. Even Leopold only got 8 or 10 mil, and he was hacking hands off the whole like brutal barbar. But he only, like I said, but even in modern times, because he did it on the industrial level. A small mustache man only got $6 million.
Allegedly, we're gonna even say allegedly at this point.
No, but let's just play with that number. If you got $6 million, they triple that number because 6 by 3 is only 18.
Yep, and it's still going up.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, wrap your head around the magnitude of that. You understand?
I see it. I just try to get everybody else to see it.
Yeah, like that. Like, so what I'm saying is, like, just on a karmic level, like, there ain't no blowback for that. Cosmic blowback for that. I better leave them Keishas alone, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, you got to. Yeah, man. I mean, The Most High already predicted this. He said he's gonna take their hair, so they walk around bald headed. He said he's gonna make their yanni stink.
100%. All right, so your bibble.
Yeah, he said it's gonna make their yanni, even their feet stink. You know what I'm saying? So they was not gonna have cool behavior.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm more appalled that that Halle Berry's feet stink than that her box stink. I'm gonna be honest with you, because a lot of bad broads got stinky box. It's true. Like if you've been messing with girls since I was 14, like you know what I'm saying, like. You'd be surprised, like you're too damn pretty for your box to be stinking like that, girl. Hop in the shower. I'm still gonna get him. I'm still gonna get what you just gonna have to wash it up. You're too pretty, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not get a piece of that, but like, god damn,
the feet.
But the stinky feet, like that's a bit much. That's appalling to me. Like it just really is. Like if you like a big back John, like I can kind of understand that you like, she a big John, you got bather and shit, you know what I'm saying? But a bad John with stinky feet, like what the fuck is going on?
That's wild though. But I got a theory about chicks like that. Any chick with a tiny head is crazy.
Okay, I mean fair enough. Fair enough.
Look at Cardi B, Halle Berry got that tiny ass head. Who else? I'm trying to think. It's like all of them, man.
But young Halle's facial proportions were phenomenal. That's why she's so pretty. Her bone structure and like the what do you call it? The Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci proportions in her face. And that's what I'm saying. That's why she was attractive to basically all, because like certain women are attractive to all ethnicities of men, like Naomi Campbell, like white boys. Yeah, I remember I was in high school. All white boys had a fucking poster of her on the wall.
Tia Carrera.
But I'm just saying, like, you think of when that date was, like, and it was if she was dark skinned enough, white boys was fucking in love with Naomi Campbell. She's so beautiful. She's way prettier than Cindy. Well, who was the other one? Cindy Crawford.
Not Crawford, yes. Cindy Crawford.
Yeah, Cindy Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Because her facial symmetry.
Facial symmetry, yeah, that's what it is.
So like Naomi Campbell could be that complexion dark, and she could be white and still look as beautiful. You see what I'm saying to you? All right, let's do Kwam, we're gonna do one of your emails. Let me do my drop. All right, guys, we at the 104. Let's do some email, one more thing, and get up out of here. That hour went fast. All right, let's check the mail. Let me do my mail drop. This is the new segment. We're gonna check the mail.
Hey, what do you do for work? Oh, email meeting. What do you mean email meeting? I mean, I send email and I go to meeting. That's my work. Yeah, but like, what do you actually do? Like, do you make anything? Yeah, I make email and I send email. Sometimes I make meeting. Other times other people make meeting and I just make my way to the meeting. Okay, but like specifically, what do you actually do at work though? Like literally walk me through your day. I go into the office, fire up my computer, check my email, reply to a few emails, see if I have any meetings, then I go to one of those meetings, and after the meeting, I send a few emails about that meeting, then I go to lunch, then after lunch, there's generally an early afternoon meeting, then after that, I have to check my email, and then I reply to some emails, send some more, and then probably another meeting, and then I go home. Do you ever do anything else besides email or meeting? Okay, sometimes when I'm feeling really crazy, I'll do email and meeting, like I'll send an email while I'm in a meeting. Good lord, dude, aside from just replying to miscellaneous emails and attending miscellaneous meetings, what actually is your job? I genuinely don't understand the question.
Damn.
Man. Douchebag job, man. You talk about.
Yo, what happened? You dropped off, huh?
Yeah, we lost him.
No, I'm right here. You can't hear me?
No,
I hear you now.
Yeah, you hear you now.
No, I was saying, man, you talk about a douchebag job, man. I mean, that's why I got American Duke, because this is like, what do you do? Like, well, I just answer emails. I mean, so you mean tell me AI could take your job within 5 business days?
All right, but
so every day that passes, more unsealed indictments are coming out, more D-classes happening, and a lot more of the
All right, so Kwame sent me this, John. And yo, Kwame, once again, That's crazy. We'd be watching the same. But I watched this Korean guy too. I was actually watching this the other day. So Quam sent me this one. Yeah, I watched this Korean guy too. Isn't this Yoon? I watched him in the Chinese spy guy, Dr. Yang. I think he's a Chinese plant. Yeah, so this one is Trump casually hints Soros and other elites will be prosecuted soon, and nobody is talking about it. This is Chris Yoon. Pretty sure he's Korean. Yoon's Korean. But I watched half of this the other day, so let's let some of this play. This is the check in the mail segment. Kwame emailed this to me, and if we might have time to do one of Cortez's emails too.
State is crumbling as we speak, and so a lot of things are being said that are going over people's heads. Recently, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said something. I want to go over that, as well as other things that are occurring in some sense behind the scenes, but also it's just overtly, but people are not reporting on it and tying the connections together, especially as it relates to Soros' attacks on Trump, as well as their last-ditch effort to try to survive. So let's get into it, talk about these updates, and connect it together. So in a recent White House press briefing, listen to what Bessent says when somebody asked him about funding Antifa.
Reagan Reese with the Daily Caller. I want to ask you about Antifa. In October, the Treasury Department started working with the FBI to investigate who's funding Antifa. Can you give us an update on that investigation? How close are you guys to finding out who's funding it?
It is ongoing. We made substantial progress, and I think in the weeks and months ahead, we're going to have a lot to report. One thing that did go underreported that I would point out to all of you is the IRS is now giving guidance on the Form 990, which nonprofits they have to file. And we are going to encourage or demand that nonprofits know their grant recipients. So if a grant recipient is violent, if they are suppressing people's rights, then you are responsible for that. And I think that's a very good first step.
Now, listen to what he said there. This is a big move. It's requiring disclosure and no more anonymity because the IRS is making NGOs liable for violent activity committed by their grant recipients like Antifa. And so George Soros, these guys have been put on notice. And that reminds me of a roundtable that happened with a lot of independent journalists that was reporting and talking with President Trump back in October of last year. And listen to what this one person had to say.
Please go ahead.
Mr. President, thank you for having us here and bringing together. I think we know that this is not just a story about violence and chaos, as you alluded to, Mr. President. This is a.
And before I go on this, I'm gonna say this: like we do Nick Shirley because he blew up being a standard old school investigative journalist walking around with a friggin' iPhone. He cracked him in the stove. And this guy Yoon, once again, this is just he's using open source material. This is in public domain, but this is journalism. Like, and we're in a day and age where individual content creators are better than billion-dollar news agencies. He's using public sources. Now, he's coming to a conclusion, but you can follow the line of reason. And this is investigative journalism / analysis. But like I said, this is the type of shit that you used to get from quality news organizations.
Money story. And at the Government Accountability Institute, my colleague and I, Peter Schweitzer and our team, we followed the money, and we followed it to the top of what we call the protest industrial complex, Riot Inc. And we found a network of NGOs. It's not just the Soros network, the Open Society network, it's other funding networks, the Arabella funding network, the Tides funding network, Neville Roy Singham and his network, Foreign Cash. And it's also big left-wing funders. Some of them are not citizens of this country. Mr. Hans-Jörg Wyss of Switzerland. They're pouring money into this entire ecosystem. And so I want to share 3 money facts with you about what we call Riot Inc. Number 1.
You see what he just did there? Everything he lined down there when we're all saying like, yo, there's some weird globalist policy agenda shit being funneled through the Democratic Party, and it's all anti-American because you're watching the Democrats. They're doing everything that they can to basically destroy America from the inside. And when you follow the money, lo and behold, yo, we've been saying this shit for almost 2 years. And like I said, this shit's wide out and in an open. And this type of shit's supposed to be broken by the or at least this form of analysis and connecting the dots, or basically public domain information is supposed to be broke by mainstream media, not a guy with 260 subscribers on fucking YouTube who happens to be goddamn Korean.
Like any corporation, Riot Inc. has many divisions. It doesn't just have the Antifa boots on the ground division. It has PR divisions. It has marketing divisions. It has a very well-funded legal division to get these boots on the ground back on the streets as quickly as possible. But it does have those investors that I mentioned. Number two, we have identified dozens of radical organizations, not just the decentralized Antifa organizations, but dozens of radical organizations that have received more than $100 million from the Riot Inc. investors, the lawyer groups. These would be the groups that advocate for calling good, honest Americans fascists, et cetera. And then three, I think the most shocking thing is that we have found that more than $100 million in U.S. taxpayer funding has flowed into these funding networks, including at least $4 million to these very groups themselves, not just Antifa types, but there was an event in Atlanta called Stop Cop City. Over 60 rioters were charged with domestic terrorism. These groups received money for that from both the billionaire class as well as taxpayer money. So one other thing, this money helps fund the decentralized crowdfunding platforms. These are ways that Antifa, the John Brown Club of Elm Fork, which had links to that attack on the ICE facility, the Socialist Rifle Association, and just because they don't have LLCs, EIN numbers, doesn't mean they can't get paid. Some of these funding platforms, crowdfunding platforms, are funded by this network that we call Riot Inc. So again, I want to thank you for your leadership, for the whole cabinet's leadership on this. We're going to keep following the money and appreciate everything you're doing, sir.
Do you know the name of any of the funders? Do you know the names? Because if you do, I'd like you to give them to Cash or Pam.
Absolutely.
Or Christy.
Yeah, we'll do
as
that.
soon as you can. That's all of you, because you probably know the names after a certain period of time. You tend to find out. But these are people that do not have good intention for the country, and that's treasonous, probably. So if you could, if you
you said the T word. I've been saying the T word.
Great.
Treason.
Nobody would know better than you to figure it out. Thank you.
Hey, have you noticed none of this has got any type of coverage on the goddamn news?
Yeah, they don't want to bring too much attention to it. They know it's got legs.
I'm gonna pause it there. Go ahead. That's all you know, news.
Go ahead.
Well, they know that all this stuff got legs. That's why they're fighting tooth and nail to restore the funding for USAID, because like, there's so many different avenues they can shift the money around, not just through the NGOs. Like he said, with the crowdfunding, you had Act Blue, that other I can't remember the name of the one place that where people could sign up and get paid with like $250 a day to go protest or whatever, and you get extra money if you get arrested or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
dude, they had ads on Craigslist for the for the LA shit. They was paying dudes 10 racks.
Yeah, insane. I'll go stand on the side of the sidewalk for 10 racks per day. I'll go do that.
No, you was getting 10 racks if you was healthy, in shape, and could fight, because they're the ones that they wanted out there busting heads and getting busy with police. So they was paying them 10 racks. They was paying them 10 racks and bailing them out and stuff like that. The what you call when they found that all those Craigslist ads came down. But yeah, they was recruiting on Craigslist.
Yeah, they're all over the place with it, and I'm glad they're starting to crack down and really start to follow the money, because like you said, a lot of that was that was our dollars going in these people's pockets to take our whole country down with our own money. How insane is that?
Well, with something like that, exactly. And what you call it, that may be your intention, but somebody on the inside's got to assist you in doing it. That's where the T word comes in. Go ahead. Oh, that's you.
Yeah, I'm like no news, and shout out to you again for bringing this up. Nobody on the news, because y'all remember that particular act that everybody's favorite president and they like to be on his balls, Barack Obama. Everybody loved Barack Obama except for us, especially me. That act that let journalists say what he had to say for him, propaganda. journalism to spook the nation, tell them what to do, and everything that's that we say is the truth, and everything that we tell y'all is the truth. Sponsored by George Soros and Barack Obama and them. Yeah, treason. I mean, that's one step away from going into a communist regime. They control the news. They y'all remember with what was that boy named Mark Zuckerberg? They was doing censorship during the Biden administration. If you had anything negative thing to say about his administration, or you even said something about election rigging, yeah, we here now. Y'all, they trying to go ahead and run for cover. They're trying to probably get rid of files, trying to get rid of Bennett's video of them taking money, receiving money, especially remember during the election, I think content creators was getting paid like $1,400 a month.
Mm-hmm. No, someone was getting 10 racks.
Ooh, 10 racks.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
Democrats, they was on payroll, 5 to 10 racks a month.
Probably from that
USAID, 100%.
Yeah, that we pay through our taxes. That for some reason now, Doge, we still got to go through that fine comb and look through so-called records and see who's at benefit the most, especially the so-called giving gender affirming surgery to people in Africa, something like that. We still ain't got any word on that and how that went. But yeah, treason. This is a treasonous regime. It has been for the last 30-some years. It's just been a slowly building slope all the way up to right now, and people still gonna tell you like, that ain't true.
You also left out the USAID. I think it was 10 to 15 million spent on turning frogs and rats gay, and 5 million for a trans opera in Ecuador.
Yeah, that's gay Sesame Street, sex changes overseas, all types of stuff.
Gay Sesame Street in Iraq.
And this supposed to be, and you see all the celebrities, particular celebrities that's on a particular list. They all start fleeing the country in droves and going to different parts of the world, like the United Kingdom and stuff like that, like the Rosie O'Donnells, the Ellen DeGenereses, even people with some blue hair, Auntie Granny Glass and wearing.
It was over there shopping for kids. That's not a joke, and that's not a joke.
Yep, and you remember?
Have you seen Charlene Theron's 2 black kids yet? Lately, they're boys, although they're girls. Same thing happened with Madonna, Angelina Jolie. Has anybody noticing a pattern of all these celebrities shopping for kids, and then they all of a sudden all bring them back?
And Madonna too.
Madonna, yep.
Didn't Angelina Jolie do the same thing?
Angelina Jolie, all of the boys are in dresses and the girls are boys.
Remember Cher? Her daughter turned into a dude.
Yeah. I mean, anybody noticing? That's why I said it's not tongue in cheek when I'll be like, you're over there shopping for kids.
Yeah. Yeah, treason. And they'll tell you that you are un-American if you don't support this so-called totalitarian bureaucrats that's trying to destroy this whole entire thing that we call a constitutional republic.
We'll see how things play out after the midterms, and then during Trump's lame duck season. I actually think. Well, I think 2 things, but lame duck season, I think, is going to be is going to be a sight to behold, because he got nothing to lose. Like I think we might be able to salvage the midterms, but like I said, if we don't, I've said it too. Like we just want. I mean, he's already gone, but we want him to go full scorched earth. Like fuck it, burn the whole field. I mean. He tried to do it first term and go to war with the deep state. They shut the whole world down to shut him down. I think he like he's if anybody's paying attention, he's kicking the deep state all up in the nuts. Do you know what I'm saying? If anybody's paying attention, you know what I'm saying? The information's out there. He's doing a lot of damage. We just need him to stay. If this motherfucker can manage to stay alive the next 2.5 years,
Yeah, that's a big thing. If we can get a all Republican Congress, I don't think he's going to be a lame duck. He'll have the tools he needs to get it done. It won't
no,
be the
I
same
mean,
thing.
no. What I mean is
Yeah.
like just using the parlance of the, how it normally is.
Mhm.
But I'm watching how, and I've said that. I said this on the Sunday show. I've said it behind in private conversations when we're talking strategy and stuff. I've always said once he gets in office, he's got 18 months to get everything done. 2 years at the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because once midterms comes or 6 months prior to midterms, like he's going to have to be out there trying to save the districts and everything like that. So it makes sense when you see how fast he was moving as soon as he got in, even jumping at the opportunity with the information given to him with Israel. He'd be like, all right, fuck it, let's just get it done now. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're going to do this shit. We do it now because he's not going to be able to do it after the mid. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He got
I get what you're saying.
this little window of opportunity. When you're president, you're not president for 4 years. You're president for 18 months. After that, you're running for re-election.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
You're running for re-election. You're trying to salvage the midterms. He's not going to get this is his quote unquote second term. So, like I said, he can go balls to walls. And it's a good thing that he came out moving so fast because they weren't able to impede his momentum as much as they would have liked to. They've done stuff to slow him down, but they had to catch up with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was moving so fast, and that's what I wanted them to do.
Yeah, and he also got rid of a lot of those people that was telegraphing the punches. Like in the past administration, he learned real quick. You got to go.
Yeah, you chopping heads left and right, and that's the one thing I like about Trump. He's not afraid to fire people. Like he runs it like bro. We watched The Apprentice. He runs the bitch like The Apprentice.
I was just about to say that.
He runs the shit like The Apprentice. Like perform or get the fuck out. You got 3 more months. And I don't care what nobody says. Not since JFK, maybe. Clinton had first term Clinton. He had but I haven't seen an all-star cabinet like this since because JFK's cabinet was they were heavy-hitters. So speech writers. Didn't he have Henry Kissinger too? He had Kissinger, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I like Hegseth, fucking Rubio's a fucking rock star. JD Vance is the best vice president I've ever seen. He's and if you pay attention, he's the most active vice president you've ever seen with full portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Like Trump. Normally, if the president tries to keep the vice president in the in the shadows, I'm the president, you're just the backup. They give him some goofy work. Trump, you know what I'm saying? Trump runs this shit like a Gambino crime fan. Fuck it, you're the underboss. And consigliere. He put his ass to work. Get out, you know what I'm saying? And Vance operates like a good, faithful, underboss lieutenant. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we gotta look at the compare and contrast. Since you use a mafia mob reference, you remember his other former underboss. You know what I'm saying? His capital regime,
you talking about? Yeah, but you talking about Pence?
Pence.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. I don't count, and he said it too. He was one. I don't even think Trump expected to win. I think he expected to get right close tie, and it was a good run. I think even when he won, he was like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? And then he was new to Washington, they gave him Pence, the RNC. You understand what I'm saying? And then like I said, and basically they gave him Pence, so Pence could fucking spy on him, leak all his shit, back up to the RNC and the rhinos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pence was working against it from day one. This time, man, Trump picked all his own people. No Washington insiders. You see what I'm saying? And people keep saying Peter Thiel picked Vance, and Peter like, no. They told you right in the jump. Don Jr. is the one that gave the final decision. Trump told Donnie, take him hunting. Take him hunting and tell me what you think. And Don Jr. came back from hunting with Vance and was like, yeah, he's the guy.
The last time Republican vice president really was
somebody hunt. You want to do the Cheney drink? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna say that. And even before that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dick Cheney, you know what I'm saying? Before that, last time a Republican vice president probably had to oust for his so-called boss was Andrew Johnson, you know, with Abraham Lincoln, but nobody want to talk about that. So, yeah, that Mike Pence reference, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I wasn't trying to go back post-Reconstruction, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I stopped at JFK. Like LBJ just I'm not impressed at all. And Reagan's like the obvious go-to, but like, you know what I'm saying? I give Reagan more so much because like the wall came down. Like he had a lot of goofy shit going on in his regime as well. But it's like you can't. He brought us perestroika. You can't. You know what I'm saying? The Gorbachev, the wall, like you can't take that from him. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So we're Cold War babies. Like we grew up doing all that shit. Like I remember at elementary school us doing the drills. We had to get under your desk for the nuclear bomb drills and shit. Everybody had to. We used to do we used to have the drills where everybody had to go to the motherfucking basement and shit. Like y'all forget that shit. That Cold War shit was real.
Yeah, they don't even do that no more.
No, that's because the wall came down.
Shoot, I mean, well, yeah.
Like, bro, like in the 80s, like that shit was always like on some like, oh, nuclear strike from Russia any day now. People forget that shit.
You're right. I don't remember any of that.
People forget that shit. Yeah, and Trump was the one who met with Gorbachev, and they glasnost and perestroika, and they brought it into the fucking Cold War and shit. Why you think like all the cartoons we was watching was like G.I. Joe and 18 and all that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Those is wartime cartoons.
Never thought about it like. I mean, I knew it was for something, but I never thought about it like that. Damn. I guess
that's why Gen Xers are so different. Like we, up until high school, we was always under the threat of nuclear war. Up until high school. And then when you went to college, they were still trying to recruit for a CIA and all that other shit. Like, because we had the fucking country flooded with KGB agents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I do remember that one, that part.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Y'all had a whole country full of KGB agents that y'all allowed over here.
No, KGB was no joke, bro. Like that's where you get all the sleeper cell shit, bro. Nigga, you still got sleeper cell dudes that are still here now. Been here since the 70s and 80s, bro. Like going to work every day, like they flooded the country. Like you know what I'm saying? They ain't never been activated, but they're still here.
Yep. Man, I doubt they're gonna get active. You know, it's kind of cushy over here. Russia's cold.
Now they old now too.
Yeah. Well, after Khrushchev, like Putin, Putin kind of modernized everything. Like he made, you know what I'm saying? He made the deals with the oligarchs and everything. But you gotta remember, Putin. The reason Putin's still in power, he's old school KGB, and he came up through the ranks. And you don't come up through the ranks and survive like that if you wasn't like, if you wasn't putting a lot of bodies in the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? And then like all the oligarchs that are billionaires and all that shit, those are all ex-KGB, like all the Bratva's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I'd be saying I think that I think Putin likes Trump, and I think Xi likes Trump. And I say that from a historical standpoint. Like, if you think back to World War One, World War II, like with like Roosevelt, Churchill, they're just big giant figures, like the last of like the strong men. You know what I'm saying? And how many of American presidents has Putin gone through? You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, oh, this Trump guy, okay, he's a man's man type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was probably like, oh, bitch ass Obama, doddering old fool Biden. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking slimy ass fucking Bill Clinton. I like this Trump guy though.
He got both.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't man shit. Like, you know, you meet it. Yeah, that's all it is. I mean, that don't mean he still ain't gonna be slimy and put his country first and other shit. But it just mean that, like, you know, when we talk business or deal, like, we might actually be able to get to some understanding without too much underhanded shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, see, Kwame know what I'm talking about. He said, "Yup, I was actually terrified about that during my childhood." Yeah, we all was. But that was like a real thing. They used to show us the educational videos in fucking elementary school and middle school with the what it's gonna look like when when the bomb hits you, like the kids, the bodies burning and shit. They used to show us them joints. So when we get hit by a nuclear bomb, they used to show us the videos.
Man, that's crazy, man.
In fucking school, yeah.
Man, trying to terrify y'all, man. No wonder y'all so cynical and jaded now.
No, I mean, but it was real. The Cold War ended under Reagan administration. You know, I mean, that's
child tear down that wall.
Yeah, tear down that wall. And that's where you got Glasnost and Perestroika. That was the beginning of that shit. All right, let's play a little bit of more of this and get out of here.
Please go ahead.
Now, listen to what he said here, because he's inviting legitimate researchers, independent journalists to bring on what they know. And with the help of the DOJ, DNI, and all these people, as Trump just mentioned, they're going to go after these treasonous people. And Trump has mentioned this several times in various speeches. Listen to what he says in this one.
You ever see where they interview the people on the street? I've never seen somebody say they don't, unless they're radical and paid off, because a lot of these insurrectionists are paid by, whether it's Soros or other people, but they're paid by the radical left.
And then if you remember this post back in August of 2025 last year, he says George Soros and his wonderful radical left son should be charged with RICO because of their support of violent protests and much more all throughout the United States of America. We're not going to allow these lunatics to rip apart America anymore, never giving it so much as a chance to breathe and be free. Soros and his group of psychopaths have caused great damage to our country. That includes his crazy West Coast friends. Be careful. We're watching you. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now listen to this other time that he mentioned Soros and also another name.
And them, Jeff.
No, I'm not defending anyone. I just want so that we can just explain this in our stories. Can you name
You don't explain it right, though, Jeff. Go ahead. Let's go. Maybe let's give you another chance. Go ahead.
Antifa, Soros. What names are we talking about?
Well, Soros is a name certainly that I keep hearing. I don't know, but Soros is a name that I hear. I hear a lot of different names. I hear names of some pretty rich people that are radical left people. Maybe I hear about a guy named Reid Hoffman. Somebody's a pretty rich guy, I guess, and I hear about him. I don't know. Maybe could be him. Could be a lot of people. We hear the same names, but they're bad, and we're going to find out. And if they are funding these things, they're going to have some problems because they're agitators and they're anarchists. These are anarchists. Really bad.
Now, that's absolutely interesting because, again, he was hesitating there back on the 25th of September last year, talking about Soros, but also Reid Hoffman. And this just broke within the last day. The Justice Department has opened a criminal investigation into Eugene Carroll, the former magazine columnist who accused Donald Trump of sexual assault, according to reports. The DOJ investigation will focus on whether Carroll committed perjury in her civil lawsuits against the president, sources told CNN and ABC News. And now Reid Hoffman here is in the news because he funded or helped fund Eugene Carroll. But I want to read what Joe Lang had to say because he has some great commentary. This is bigger than people realize. Eugene Carroll is eventually going to go to prison for participating in a conspiracy to try and prevent Trump from running for president. Again, perjury charges. And I just read this part of what Eugene Carroll did. But perjury charges, I think Trump is going to win his appeals against her court-awarded judgments. Earlier this month, a federal appeals court rejected Trump's attempts to rehear his arguments against Carroll, who has accused the president of repeatedly defaming her. The Department of Justice then announced plans to intervene and then stepped in on the president's behalf in his appeal to the Supreme Court. Why would the DOJ step in on Trump's behalf in his appeal to the Supreme Court? Sounds like the DOJ has some solid evidence. What was E. Jean Carroll caught lying about? Federal prosecutors are looking at a 2022 videotape deposition statement in which Carroll said that she did not get any outside funding for her lawsuit against Trump. It was later made public that billionaire Reid Hoffman, again, that name, Reid Hoffman, had covered some of Carroll's expenses and legal fees. Did you catch that? She lied about who was funding her lawsuits. E. Jean Carroll is not the real target. Who is? Reid Hoffman. Do you know why Reid Hoffman paid Eugene Carroll to accuse Trump of rape in a defamation lawsuit? Reid Hoffman was good friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Reid Hoffman.
You don't
this Jeffrey Epstein thing is becoming an albatross around the liberals' necks. They thought they was going to stain Trump with that joint. That's why he was like, just release that, because release everything, because he had the temperament of a guy that was like, nah, we looked in the joint, I ain't in there, I don't care, release that shit. I knew this guy was Korean. Yeah, there's all that Korea right there. Anybody want a piece of this, and we can get up out of here, because we're at the 1:30.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, no news.
It's like you said, this was like Pandora's box when they got those files and opened them up. Is this E. Jean Carroll? Is this the same person that accused him of the same thing and never met the chick?
Yeah, and that he did it in a public dressing room in like one of these luxury department stores in the middle of New York. And it's absolutely ridiculous. And people forget Trump is old now. People forget young Trump was like a fucking sex symbol. Like everybody's rewriting history. Everybody, like all the chicks was like, and Trump's like 6 foot something, blonde hair, blue eyes, billionaire, and Trump been rich since the 70s, dog.
It danced his ass off. We seen that Soul Train video, man. Look, he danced his ass off. He drank Cristal. He hang with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, he that dude from Queens, bro. Come on,
that's the other thing. I'm glad you said Trump was the only like rich New York like millionaire, like hanging with like black dudes, like since like the 80s, bro. You understand? He even wrote in what do you call it? Art of the Deal, how like he doesn't fit in with like rich New York society. They look at him, even though he's got more money than all of them, they look at him as like an outsider because he's not like old money, and that he likes to hang with like, you know, basically like the black guy.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote that in Art of the Deal.
Yeah, he's like the playboy of his generation. They don't like it.
Yeah, so that Eugene, nobody ever believed that Eugene Carroll. They were like, really? Like, he pushed up on you in a department store? Really?
It sounded ridiculous.
Yeah. No, but go ahead. That's what
Howard Hughes shit. You know what I'm saying? See, Donald Trump, he a real one. He was friends with JFK Jr. He was kicking him with the blacks.
Oh, that's right. He was friends. That's right. Him and JFK Jr. was tight as shit. I think that JFK Jr. plane going down shit is suspicious as a motherfucker.
Of course. Now, everybody that was talking about release the files. The files got released. It's been 1,000, almost 200 some days since Ghislaine Maxwell has been convicted, but nobody else has been even indicted or prosecuted that's in the files. To this day, that's almost been 2 years. So we have a coup. We have a whole bunch of people that was probably hoping the files never be released, and unfortunately, they hope they would have been redacted. And now we can find all the files online, just like we can find everything else. But let me go ahead and stay on topic. They in fear that they might get caught for not only being traitors, but also being traffickers. And once that get out, the morale, the trust of this so-called society is over with. Hold on one second.
Yeah, my man got a call. For Kwame say, Machizo, do you remember the series The Stand by Stephen King? Yup, 100%. All right, yeah, man, you taking me back. Go ahead, no news. That's all you. We're gonna wrap it up. We at 141.
But yeah, I was saying like these billionaires, they gotta go. Like they can't hide behind their money forever. And the fact that they have so much money, I can see how easy it is to get somebody to lie or stand in the folks' way. Hell, you used to pay a crackhead to go do whatever for you back in the day. So imagine a billionaire with all this money funding all these disrupting operations. So I'm glad Trump is finally coming through using the treason word and starting to lay the hammer down. It's only going to be so long before somebody gets indicted for on some RICO charges, because that's pretty much what it is. And I like that one correspondent, he brought that up. Like, this is pretty much RICO. We've seen people get a RICO Diddy got a RICO by himself.
Yeah, Diddy got a RICO by itself. I've never a one-man RICO. Where they do that at?
Who knows, man? But these billionaires, man, it's too much.
Kales too.
In this whole information age, it's hard to hide money when everything's electronic. Somebody's going to dig it up.
Oh well, he got Bessent on the job. Bessent going fun. You know what? I'm gonna say this real quick about Bessent. One, Bessent has done a phenomenal job as treasurer, and then like handling the press and the Senate hearings and all that. So what do you call it? So what do we know about Bessent? Like that he's extremely capable, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You know what we don't know about Bessent? Well, we do know, but it's not consistently put in your face so much to the point that you completely forget.
I don't know what.
That he has a fucking husband.
Oh,
I'm not kicking dirt on that. I'm saying that to make a point. My point is, Bessent is extremely competent, best person for the job. He presents like a masculine man. He doesn't, and it's about his performance and stuff like that. You know, the fact that he is whatever he is never brought up, discussed, or even put at the forefront. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between this administration in terms of meritocracy and them trying to get a job done, and what was going on during the Obama administration and the Biden administration. Like, this is the first gay SEAL mixed with black Treasury Secretary ever. That's ever elected to the cabinet. No, they can't do the job, but we're just going to keep issuing press releases.
Well, isn't that called progress?
Like perfect example is this Karine Jeffries, the first Haitian immigrant lesbian black woman press secretary. Say that 3 times super fast.
Oh man, have you seen her lately?
She was a fucking train wreck. Up there with her binder and still not know what anything is. Completely opposite from Carolyn Levitt. Carolyn Levitt is a monster out there. She's just batting them down.
Have you seen Miss Pierre lately? She don't even rock that little frizzy hair thing no more. She got it straightened out, pressed down, and all that stuff. Talking man.
She got a straight girl press.
Yes.
She was last time I seen her, she was out trying to hawk her bullshit book.
Yep. She probably got some money out of that book, but you know she had to change her look up so nobody recognized her.
Mm-hmm. Trying to blend in with all the rest of the Keisha. So yeah, she had to go ahead and get pressed down and everything. She couldn't rock the natural look because they'll recognize her, because they know she'll probably a divestor or someone in a high position, because they all rock that particular hairstyle. So she had to go down a notch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was the point I was making with that, is like I said, like there's a difference between what you do in your private life and you being extremely proficient at whatever it is you're doing, as opposed to pushing an agenda around what it is you do in your private life onto the public and bringing it into fucking every aspect of your interaction with people in the public. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's what people are opposed to. You understand what I'm saying?
We don't care that you do what you do behind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't think people ever really have. Like, bro, they've been around since we was young boys. You're just like, okay, that's just and like, you know, everybody they you know what I'm saying? Like there was never really any type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all this recent shit with them. Nobody wants like weird shit pushed on them, bro. Like
We
and
we don't want y'all to go ahead and sit down from the children,
yeah.
read a particular sexually suggested children's books and quotes in the air, or trying to convince them that they could go ahead and change from a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy by chopping off they you know what
man parts. But that's why I'm glad this global agenda is finally blowing up in the Democrats' face, and we're watching them implode in real time. Like I was like, man, I know there's still some semblance left of like that old good old American spirit from the '80s, like you know Rambo movies and shit. Like yo, we Rocky and shit. We're not with all that shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely making a comeback. You see what Marvel did? They canceled a bunch of projects, getting all that agenda movies up out of there. They lost too much. They were willing to lose billions.
They're losing billions of dollars. They're making a movie for $200 million, and the movie makes $4 million.
the MCU. Remember the term, the MCU, when they was pushing the She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, all them flop and everything. Even DC was trying to push Supergirl and Batgirl. They even got like done. They even get fully developed. They got done in development before it even finished filming. Halfway through, they was like, "Scrap it, it's not gonna work." Yeah.
Kwame, I think we got a delay. International Quiet Storm. He dropped a link in the chat. I can't open it from StreamYard. The Guardian. He said this is what Korean KJP looks like now. So y'all gonna hit that link. All right, guys, we have the 148.
She's awful.
She looks awful.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man. What you would call it? All right, guys, we are at 148. You dropped it on WhatsApp. All right, hold on, let me open WhatsApp. All right, yeah, let's open that link up and then we'll close on that. Go ahead. Either no news or
yo, where do you see this chick's hands, bro? Holy crap.
Go ahead, guys.
But anyway,
yeah, I'm waiting for my WhatsApp to open up. You guys got 3 minutes each.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap with this. We're paying attention. We want the brothers out there to know, share the streams, continue to support other black male content creators in the space as well as here. Yeah, man, I'm really loving these random joints. We can pull out all the different articles that kind of have a bearing on what y'all talk about in the Sunday shows, especially with this video with Trump and them talking about going after the billionaires. That's going to be a significant piece as we march towards the midterms. And just look out for new content, because I'm trying to put together some videos based on Dr. Tierson Johnson's black male political agenda. It'll probably be a episode per talking point, just highlighting what we need to know in the space, and just trying to keep it alive in the algorithm. So maybe it'll pick up and more people spread it out, and I'll land my plane there.
All right, but that's all you. I'm opening up this. Oh, she looks terrible.
Man,
look at her hand, bro.
She looks terrible. Woo.
Then I tell you.
She looking like life has not been kind to me. Yes, my precious.
Yeah.
She like she flipped burgers with her bare hands, bro.
Jesus, that money has not helped her with the attractiveness. I actually thought she was a little cute with that little curly wig and the jumper. So she looks terrible now. Biden's ex-press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre. Why are Democrats not for? Oh, she looks bad.
Man, I told you.
She looks like a very, very handsome woman. She's a very handsome woman.
Man, she like James Toney with a bad wig on right now.
Yeah, exactly. She aged like 15 years, bro. Because I mean,
That's what happens when you leave
When
protection
the
on the White House.
article opens up, click the photo of. They got a slideshow. Okay, hold on. Hold
Oh
on.
God.
Let's get some slideshow action. She's looking
Well-
very handsome. She is looking very handsome.
Why
But,
her hands like they dead, bro? Yo, look at them joints, bro.
Man.
Yo, look, them tethers love the white man, boy. Look, oh, he's so Caucasian. Look at it.
Jeebus.
Oh, that is the face of incompetence. Oh, wow, look at those hands.
Damn.
I told you.
What the
fuck? The chick?
Them hands is dead, bro.
Those is that's Seinfeld. Those is man hands. Guys.
I mean, she is from Haiti, right? I mean, them Bonbontel cookie hands right there.
Nah, she look like she been choking chickens.
Is that her wife?
No, that's the other. That's the previous press secretary. Two DEI incompetence back to back. She's like, oh, look at them tethers. Oh, I love being next to Becky. Like you just see it. Look at Trump. Trump should be giving them the finger. They look how she holding that bag with them strong ass hands.
Yeah, that's
mean. Yeah, and Biden like, nah, I don't want to shake your hand.
Man.
I got osteosporosis. Right, hold on. All right. What you got? Go ahead. Oh, you got 3 minutes.
And that picture with her with Biden basically telling her no, that's going to be a divestment for the next couple of years. There's going to be a so-called tragedy. We're going to have to keep that for future references. It's going to be like the Biden no to you divestors, but. Yeah, we covered a lot tonight. We talked about the traitors, the treasoners. We talked about Roland Martin and the rest of these tether bootlegs the Democrat Party's trying to use to get the blacks. Even though they ain't trying to let us get reparations, they still just want to be back on the plantation with them, which is crazy work. I swear. Well, what else we covered? It slipped my memory.
No, we did a bunch of random shit. It was a good ass show. She said she got some well-oiled mitts. This is American douchebag.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I haven't heard that phraseology. Yeah, she got some big mitts.
Man.
Yo, those hands are massive, dog.
Yeah, them knuckles right there been through some things, man. Like she been fighting all her life for real. She fought her way to the top. Yes. Keisha's in power. They done for like you said, we should even though I might go ahead and vote for Danielle Carter. Other than that, I just can't really trust Keisha leadership, especially y'all ones in LA. That's what it was. Y'all in LA, even when we watch them AI clips, it's supposed to be parodies, it's supposed to be mean quality, but sometimes
it's only funny because some of it's true.
Yeah, and I see the poor black people, the dwindling population of LA and especially California in the background, all homeless and disenfranchised and shit. They'll find a way, like that Keisha said in a damn interview, she was gonna vote for Karen Bass no matter what because she's a black woman. We just got to go ahead and just treat Keisha as a separate class. You can't depend on them because they'll go ahead to continue vote you into poverty, into a FEMA camp, and probably in one of my so-called chambers in the near future. And I'll land my plane there.
All right, bet. All right, guys, that is a wrap. We're at the 155. Shout out to Wrench Turner supporting the stream with the $5 super chat. Guys, we'll be back, I believe, tomorrow. Yeah, because I don't got to study. So yeah, you don't got to work, right?
Yep. You know what I'm saying? We come back and double back. You no news?
Yeah, I got some stuff to do tomorrow, so I'll probably be off the rest of the won't be available the rest of the week. But yeah, so I wanted to come up here and jump on today.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No, I'm glad you swung. I'm glad you swung through. All right, guys, that is a wrap, man. We will see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to everybody that hung out with us Sunday night too. We had actually a really good show. 156. Let's do some prices right and get out of here.
Arlene, I have
$7,000.
$7,000 is her bid on this showcase. $7,000 it is. Now, the actual retail price of your showcase is $9,218, a difference of $2,218. Shari, you must be closer than $2,218. You bid $6,000 and the actual retail price is $8,602, a difference of $2,602. You win, Arlene. Are you ready? Jay, she's all right. Take care of her here.